Hello, I'm Nelson Harris, and this is an episode of Roanoke Valley Then and Now. Today we're going to be focused on the history of the top of Mill Mountain. We are here in front of the Mill Mountain Star, and on this episode we're going to be talking about the history of Mill Mountain and specifically what was on the top of Mill Mountain before we have what is present today. Mill Mountain first got developed in the early 1890s when Roanoke business leaders realized that there was commercial potential in people coming to the top of the mountain. And so two things occurred in the 1890s: the creation of Rockledge Inn, which was a small hotel, and that was also adjacent to a search or observation tower that was here on Mill Mountain. In fact, the observation tower was located exactly where the Roanoke Star is located today. In 1909, with these amenities on the mountain, there came the idea to create better access to the top of the mountain. Mill Mountain Incline opened in 1910, and it was a 25-cent fare, both up and back, and it operated on a counter-levered pulley system. And so as one car would come up the mountain, that was being pulled by a car going down the mountain. It took 6 months to build the incline railway because the path obviously had to be graded. And then at the top of the mountain, at the search tower, was a gift shop, and today you can find in antique stores or online the old penny postcards about the incline that help promote the attraction. The incline railway functioned until 1929, and the novelty had worn off, ridership had declined, and the incline railway, which was privately owned, had been losing money steadily for the past several years before its closure. With the decline of the incline railway, then there became renewed interest in upgrading the loop road. And so the Henritzi brothers had purchased much of Mill Mountain, and they converted the loop road into a toll road. And so it was paved, and of course, by virtue of being a toll road, you had to pay to use it. And so the toll road operated for many years. Unfortunately, it really did not bring business to Rockledge Inn or to the search tower. And so Rockledge Inn closed as a hotel. The search tower, the original search tower, got struck by lightning and burned. And so a second search tower was created, a little higher and a little better than the first one, and that continued to function for a while, but began to deteriorate such that the fire marshal declared it unsafe, and so the search tower closed. And all of this happened really kind of about the same time, all in the mid to late 1920s. And so Rockledge Inn really kind of hung on for a few decades until the 1960s. And in 1964, there became renewed interest in Rockledge Inn, but this time as a playhouse. And there was a theater group out of Saranac Lake, New York, that was looking to come south and to have a summer theater. And they looked at Roanoke and specifically at Rockledge Inn and created in 1964 the Roanoke Summer Theater. And that led then to local theater coming to Mill Mountain, and that led to the creation of the Mill Mountain Theater that we still have today. And its original home was in Rockledge Inn. And Mill Mountain Theater began doing local productions in the 1960s and stayed here until 1976, when Rockledge Inn, struck by lightning, caught fire and burned, and then Mill Mountain Theater had to relocate. Where the search tower used to be, there became renewed interest in creating something again at that exact same location. And many thought the searchlight tower could be recreated, but this was during the 40s, the early 40s, and so raw material was being rationed during World War II, And so a tower could not be built, and the idea was to create a steel tower this time, not one that was wooden. And by the time World War II ended, people had other ideas for the top of Mill Mountain as an attraction, and that gave birth to what is today the Roanoke Star. So the Roanoke Star idea came in the late 1940s when the Roanoke Merchants Association, which represented downtown retailers, was looking for an idea to promote holiday shopping, specifically during the Christmas season. And so the idea was to create a major attraction for Roanoke. And in 1949, the idea came to put a neon star on top of Mill Mountain. The Roanoke Star was lit on Thanksgiving Eve in 1949 to much acclaim. In fact, the lighting of the star was broadcast nationally on radio as a part of the lighting ceremonies, again, on Thanksgiving Eve. The Roanoke Star has remained lit ever since those days in 1949. With the star then came a new name for Roanoke, which had been called the Magic City prior to 1949. After 1949, it became the Star City of the South, because we in Roanoke had the largest man-made neon star in the world. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Roanoke Valley Then and Now. We'll hope to see you next time.